Every single day, we're faced with millions of decisions. Should I buy oranges or apples today in the supermarket? Should I eat cereal or toast for breakfast? Should I study for my test tomorrow or should I go hang out with my friends? Should I go to university or should I go to a community college? We have an infinite amount of wants and needs, but we only have a very limited amount of resources. Those resources can be time, energy, motivation, effort, or money. This is why we have the study of economics. What I just described to you a couple seconds ago was the problem of scarcity. And this is exactly what economics is. Scarcity is how to allocate our resources efficiently, given that we have a limited amount, in order to accommodate our infinite wants and needs. Scarcity is the core central problem in economics. Just like how gravity is the main problem that rocket scientists tried to conquer, or how prolonging human life is the key goal of medical researchers. Economics is a social science that tries to understand this problem of scarcity. In my personal definition, or the definition that I enjoy the most, I really think that economics is the study of happiness. Even though it's not happiness as in the psychological factors of happiness, in economics there is a concept that kind of generalizes this idea of happiness, and that is called utility. In economics, we study how each decision we make is able to give us a specific level of utility. Not only does economics study the utility of each individual person or decision maker, but it also studies the utility of entire societies as well. In traditional economics, there's two specific branches. We have microeconomics and macroeconomics. Microeconomics usually studies individual decisions and single factors, and this is usually stuff like how markets operate, the interactions between consumers or purchasers and suppliers in a market, the different types of market and market concentration, as well as externalities, and how some decisions can make some people better off and some people worse off. Another very popular branch of economics is called macroeconomics, and this is the study of entire economies. We study things such as governmental policies, such as stimulus or contractionary policies. We look at stuff like GDP and a nation's productivity, etc. We also look at the role of the central bank and interest rates, as well as a little bit about inflation, deflation, etc. All of the things that, even if it doesn't impact you now as a student, will eventually impact you when you graduate and enter the workforce. And I think a basic understanding of macro is extremely important when we talk about voting and understanding what's going on in the news and in society today. However, micro and macro, which is the two main concepts that you learn in high school, I think doesn't fully capture what the field of economics really is. You also have extremely fascinating topics such as development econ. And this is kind of the question of why are some countries poorer and why are some countries richer, such as the standard of living, GDP per capita, or the average income that a person in a country makes. We learn about policies that countries can implement in order to develop their countries, such as national education or health services. We look at the stability of governmental institutions, the role of weather on people's emotions and well-being, why some countries, such as Zimbabwe, have a lower GDP than countries such as the United States or Western Europe. Another part of economics that is extremely interesting is also the study of inequality and taxation. I think it was Ben Franklin who said that there is nothing certain in life except death and taxes. Taxes will affect you eventually, and learning a little bit about how tax policy is made is very important when you become a voter. Learning about the basic tools of economics can also allow us to understand more about how we can solve environmental problems. But economics allows us to understand what specific policies, such as carbon taxation, cap and trade, property rights, etc., can help us solve these problems through the tools of economics. Because of all the reasons that I've kind of described earlier on, economics is a subject that I am extremely passionate about, and I think is something that every single person should have a basic knowledge or understanding of. I believe economics can help you make better decisions that can enrich your life. Secondly, a basic knowledge of economics can allow you to become a more informed voter and can allow you to kind of vote for policies that will positively impact you, society, and the world. That is why with this video lecture series, I hope that you can gain a better understanding of economics, why it's important, and why everyone should have a basic understanding. Thanks for watching. Bye.